history of Winona State University, welcoming back a passionate alumna in Jen Flowers to lead our athletics department. My name is Jen Olson and I serve the university as Vice President for University Advancement and current interim athletic director. Jen and I will work closely together on advancing Warrior athletics. Unfortunately, President Jans isn't able to be with us this afternoon, but he welcomes you and your family with deep congratulations and is very excited about where you will take this department. I have a quick story to share before I ask Jen to come forward. I was right here in this room when my phone rang back in January. It was Jen. And I remember it sort of being a monologue instead of a conversation because she was brimming with excitement when she heard that our AD position was open after Eric Show's retirement. I'm not sure she breathed for a few minutes, explaining why Winona State was so special to her and how leading this department would be her dream job. Well, Jen, let's pinch yourself because the dream is over and the Jen Flowers era of Warrior athletics will officially begin June 18th. Please join me in welcoming you.
The biggest joke of the day has been the over-under on Jen's tears. So I just asked for Kleenex. I don't get that. Okay, sounds good. Oh, I see him now. Sorry. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. You guys are a beautiful sight, by the way. I'm incredibly honored to be standing here today as the next athletic director at Winona State. Just saying those words honestly is I have goosebumps. John mentioned it, it's a dream come true, no doubt about it. You're gonna have to indulge me at the beginning. I have a lot of thank yous, so I'm gonna try to get through those as efficiently as I can, but it includes most of you in the room anyway, so we might as well just do that. Obviously, the President Jans and Vice President Olson and the search committee, I know what it's like to be on a search committee. It's not, you know, it's not fun times sometimes, it takes a lot of time, so I'm just deeply appreciative of the efforts of everyone in the room, not in the room, that helped to make this happen. It's your day too. It's not just mine. It's actually our day, but we'll get into that later. The WSU community, the athletics staff, being back on campus a couple of weeks ago, I think I just needed that to remind me again of why this place is so special. It's because of you. It's because of the beautiful campus. It's always felt like home, and being here a couple of weeks ago just reaffirmed that the passion that I thought I had about leading this department was completely doubled before I left that day, and I really can't wait to get started. So many of you, so many others reached out yesterday, and I know I didn't respond to anybody. Don't take any offense to it. I responded to my soon-to-be boss, my mom, and my husband. That was it. I felt like that was a pretty good effort on my part, but the warriors from all over, from my time, from as a student athlete, the OGs we call ourselves, which obviously we're not that old, but the alums that were a part of my experience here as an administrator before, I heard from so many people, and that also just reaffirms that this is going to be an awesome experience for me and for all of us. I do want to thank everybody at SMSU. I wouldn't be here without that opportunity as well. They're watching and laughing right now, I know that. It's a really special group of people, and you don't get prepared for opportunities sometimes, and that opportunity really prepared me for this. And I'm incredibly thankful for that, and know and believe that I left them in a place to continue to be successful, and I told them that I would always be cheering for them outside of one game every year, obviously. So you don't get to a position like this without incredible mentors. I've had incredible mentors in my experience, and I'm standing here today because of what they poured into me. I'm not going to say much about them because I really will cry, so we'll just name them and be brief. But obviously Larry's in the room. Larry was like my dad, kind of, when I came here. No offense, Dad, but he saw something in me when I was 19 that he then saw in me again later, and I absolutely know that I wouldn't be here, and I certainly wouldn't be in college administration and athletics if it wasn't for him. So I've told you a bunch of times, but I'm so grateful to you. And I'm really losing on the tears thing. Okay. Eric Show, who was mentioned, Eric hired me back as well, and I'm grateful to him for retiring. Can I say that out loud? No, I'm grateful for him for the leadership that he showed me, the mentorship that he showed me, an incredible human as well. And as a woman in this business, you need men. We need men to lift us up and put us in positions, and both Larry and Eric did that for me, and I'm really grateful. Mark Ryan is a man who is retiring from the University of Minnesota this year as a longtime administrator, but he was the beginning of my journey. I went to graduate school there right after leaving WSU, and his passion for being in athletics helped me want to stay in athletics. And he also became like family, and I'm just really grateful for that relationship. And then Erin Lind, who is our conference commissioner and one of my very best friends. She's just always been in my corner. And again, as women, we need women, and she's my person, and I love that. And I'm thankful for her for helping me to get there, to get here. Another thing that's really unique in this business, and I think all of our coaches would say the same, is that it's a really small business. It's a really small business. And so my NSIC counterparts, a lot of my colleagues in Division II, when you get to work in a space like this, you have to lean on each other and learn from each other. And I have a bunch of tremendous colleagues who I'm really thrilled to get to continue to work with. And I'm thankful for the messages and the support and the teaching that we do with each other every single day. I wrote breathe, so I'm breathing. To my family, my older brother Andy, who's, I don't know, hopefully watching. Andy taught me how to compete. He was older than me, super successful. And when you want to be like somebody, you try, you compete. He is the reason for the competitive fire in me that you will all get to know very, very well. And I'm so grateful for that. His family, just their continued support, but I'm honestly most grateful for him for teaching me how to compete. My parents are here, Mike and Jackie. They've always been here. This drive is like autopilot for them, and they're both crying, which is also why I'm crying. It's their fault. It's their fault. They taught me how to be emotional. But they also taught me how to do things the right way. In my house, we didn't get away with much. You did it right or you didn't do it. And now as a parent, I can appreciate that probably a lot more than I did when I was growing up. But when you talk about people being in your corner and always wanting what's best for you, I have the two very best examples of that, and I'm grateful. Oops, sorry. Oh, okay. This is where I thought I would start crying, so doing okay. So my three most important people in my world are obviously my husband and my two kids. Well, right back where it started for Jonte and I. Obviously, you know, I wouldn't be standing here without you. You make me better every day, just like you did for everyone and still do for everyone else. You are the definition of a teammate, and we've made a pretty awesome team. Ayana and Kellen. Yes, I said your names out loud. Now everyone knows who you are. You guys are my why. I know that I challenge you. I know this is hard for you, but I pray that I'm showing you the power of hard work and believing in your dreams. Always be you and do you. Good things are going to happen. I love you guys so much. Okay, this is the second breathe, so I am going to breathe now. Okay, that was the hard part. I stepped on this campus as a 19-year-old who truly had no idea the impact of what this university and this athletic department was going to have on my life. When I returned today, a little older than 19, educated, experienced, and excited to raise the bar for Warrior Athletics. I know there's no better time and there's no better person to lead the resurgence than me. I can't wait to get to work alongside a staff of people who I know also want to do that same thing. But it's gonna take all of us, every warrior, here, there, and everywhere else, to build what we're chasing. We're gonna work really hard to reestablish the relationships that are needed. We're gonna work really hard to get the buy-in together, that big word, it's capitalized on my paper, together. We are gonna take Warrior Athletics to new heights. It's time, let's go Warriors.
It's not bad.
I know.
There's a few. Any questions right now? Go ahead.
Jennifer, I'm Emma with the Winona Daily News. First, congratulations. What are some of your initiatives that you're going to start taking right away when you get this, or when you start this position on the 18th of June?
And if you could just kind of reiterate that to our folks out here.
Say what the question was. Yeah, okay, the question was, what are the initiatives that get started right away? Candidly, I don't know that I know the answer to that, and what I mean by that is, I want to get here and just really understand where we're at and what initiatives are needed. When I was here for the interview, you could learn a little bit about where the department's at and kind of what maybe they feel like is needed. Certainly any good leader is patient and is smart and strategic about what they try to bring in. And so what I want is to be student-centered. I want to create the best experience for our student athletes, and we'll dig into what that looks like. And build upon some of the things that are being done and tweak a few and start some new ones. And so I'd be lying if I didn't tell you I thought about it a lot, if we know what we're gonna do, but until you're here and until I sort of know the groundwork, I'm not sure that I'm gonna put any real definitive plans on paper.
Thank you, George.
Nick with KQAL, the campus radio here. You mentioned here in your introduction that you want to get them know and get people committed to coming to events. How do you see that, especially with the student body? As we have had more people come, but they're not always sticking around.
I'm glad it's not just a Winona State problem, it's a problem nationally, it's just times are different, but we have to first of all give them a product to come watch. And a product to come be a part of, and so it can't only be just about the game that's on the court or the field, it's gotta be what's happening around it. And so we need to be intentional about creating an experience for our fans and for our students, and our current student athletes are gonna have to be part of that too. We'll find some new creative ways to encourage, and I've talked to Vice President Olson and President Jans about a few ideas that they have that I have that we can maybe mesh with and provide some benefit or something that would really make them want to come outside of just wanting to come watch good athletics. So it's certainly the number one thing I think that we're seeing just in terms of engagement is finding a reason for people to come to the game. And so it no longer can just be because the teams are good. That doesn't get people out of their houses as much. So we need to have an experience around our events as well, and then do it right from start to finish. It's a customer service thing too. So I look forward to growing that space. And sometimes I just think energy brings energy, and so when you can get something rolling, it just builds. It's like a snowball. So we'll get it started and then just hope we can push that snowball down the hill and keep it growing.
Wonderful. Anything else?
No,
Right.